Alrighty. I did a whole bunch of mining off camera, and we will get home and see that at some point. But first, I noticed that structure, which I said we weren't gonna get into astral sorcery very soon, but this structure is too good to pass up. Um, I'm also very excited that I found one close by. That's kind of a big deal. They're not the easiest things to find. Is this bone block? Alright, that's a giant structure made of bone block. That's interesting. I have a feeling that's possibly dangerous. Just a hunch, though. I have visited a mountain. Yes, I have. Thank you, Thaumcraft. This is the structure I'm looking for, and this is what I want. Aha, there is another one in here. So, not super useful yet, but this floating crystal is going to be very useful later, TM. And also, I unlocked constellations. Those will go into the... Oh, I see two. I see two rubber trees. Oh, these normally take forever to find. Okay, big news. Any saplings, though? Okay, well, finding the tree isn't very useful if it doesn't drop any saplings. And today we're gonna try out, I crafted a sleeping mat. It was pretty cheap. So we're gonna give it a shot here. 3, 2, 1, go. Yep, that's a sleep. Oh, durability. I can use it 100 times. But it's very cheap. So, interesting. For sapling. This is just a big thing made of bone block. Kind of hoping there'd be something on top, but it seems to just be a big skull. Alright, perhaps these trees will drop sapling. There we go. Oh, so many saplings. Okay, okay, we're good. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. That is how rubber trees were meant to be played. I think that's everything that I found. No it isn't. We're gonna do a quick TP because I don't want to do the walking. This structure. This is another astral sorcery structure. And they have chests on them that typically contain aquamarine and... Okay, there is nothing here, just means it's a duplicate of one of those papers I already have. And aquamarine is these. Those little bits in the underwater sand, those are aquamarines. So it's not like super, I don't know what the word is, like cheaty or anything to be getting them from the structure. They're abound. So curious about this though. What does this turn into? Nothing unless you want to get into rustic, which I don't. So now I know that. So you may have noticed from a couple episodes, ooh, Soggy Garden, that we have ice and fire in the pack, which means that in deserts these fucking wild animals from whatever mod they're from. I fought a couple of them in a forest uh, just before hitting record. Figured it wasn't important enough to record, so... Oh! We're getting the fuck out. That is a death worm. That I am not interested in meeting. Oh, okay, so this is important. This is also important. This is a nature's core. Gimme. Don't kill me, worm. Don't kill me, worm. Okay. Jesus Christ. Hate those things. Absolute worst. Amazed I killed it though. Alright. I guess we're heading back home. I did get a sticky resin. Wood. I don't know what to classify you as. Plant. These are gonna end up in here eventually. I guess you're this. You two are you those things are that. You're that. And you five are that. Easy, breezy, cover girl. Alright, and I have 27 now. Ooh, okay. Interesting. I've got enough to make the improved blast furnace, like the multi-block structure. But I actually don't have everything I need to make the structure. So, I will explain what I mean. First, I'm going to do some maneuvering of resources from one chest to another. This is my own, like, personal way of dividing materials so that I end up with more space total across both chests. I don't know if there's a real way to call it. I've always just said like metals versus gems. It's just I usually end up with about equal in both. So especially in this pack where you get huge amounts of iron ore. But let's check out this, because not only do we need the reinforced blast brick, which we can now get with 27, and I want a lever. Uh, 27 of those are going to get smelted. We're going to plate cast them. Do I have more? I do. One, two, three, four. Oh, steel smelts quick. Would not have expected that. Oh, right, the pickaxe is broken. Let's fix that. So this is just going to continuously make steel plates. I'm a little scared. Doesn't seem to be. Okay. I'll test it with something like iron. later. The block of coal coke, can that actually be used? No, it's got to turn into coal coke before it can really be used. But now we're making the steel plates, but now we got to make 2 of these. And these are interesting, because they require this, which requires this, which requires this, which requires copper plates, and it's 1 plate per wire. So, for this thing, we need 1 of these, which is made by 8 of these, which is made by 8 of these. So it's 8 to 8. Plus 2 sticks. Plus this thing is made like this. I need to make this recipe 4 times. It's going pretty quick. Does steel alloy in here with boron and with obsidian. So that's fine. Does Jesus Christ. Alloy. Coal, nickel, none of it's copper. So we're good. Oh, you just keep going. Oh, you just keep going. All right. Yeah, that's what I want actually. All right, so I've made 16 of those. I'm only gonna need 14 of them, but blah, 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 blah. That's wibbledy wobbledy. That's not important. At engineering, gimme those 2 treated sticks and an iron ingot. That completes this quest. And also, we are going to make one of these so that we can make... Oh, I need to make 2 of these. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? Yep. And 1, 2. So I actually need 8 more. Use my loot crates to get more loot crates to get angel block. Whoa. Angel block is actually very good. So that's nice to see. Remember correctly, yes, the wire cutters are very useful in other things. So is that just like... Yeah. And it doesn't affect the other faucet. That kind of rules. Alright, I am a fan of that. Right, so we're gonna need a lot more steel plates for the steel plate to thing recipe. I promise that makes sense. These things. We have to make the metal press molds. This is for those of you that have played standard E2E, this is probably very familiar. There we go. That is the blast furnace preheater. These 2 go away forever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 iron ore. into there. So we need 5 more plates to make another hopper. Because a hopper, 2 blast furnace preheaters, and all 27 reinforced blast brick is the full recipe for the improved blast furnace. But even though we've got now everything, we actually can't make it yet because the improved blast furnace requires power to run. And as you may notice, my only power here is through lava and coal. I have no real you can call it electricity. So first we have to change that. And you'll see what this is about, these two things are about later. Basically, I just needed some more XP on this pickaxe. And then you'll be able to see what it's about. So let's see. Let us see. What the hell am I doing? Connect dynamo. That is 8 more copper. Plus 4 iron, 2 redstone, and 2 sticks. These are that. You are in here. And we're finally going to get a use out of this creosote oil that I've been working on. Which is very nice to have. I enjoy getting to use the things I make. Razor wire, like barbed wire? Interesting. I feel like there's some definite vibes going on in immersive engineering that I've never really paid attention to before. Engineer's toolbox? That's very cheap. Is that like a portable shulker box? I've mined aluminum before, right? No? Okay, well I can go do it real quick. Yes, I have. Done. It was what? These count as red dye. Plus 3 of that. The iron. Kinetic dynamo done. Stuff I won't use ever. And then it's a storage crate, which is one of these. Oh my god. Whoa. Anything, tools, food, wiring. What the fuck? This is incredible. I just saw like the crazy looking item and thought it must be fun, and I am so right. We're gonna need that. Holy shit, that's amazing. Oh wow, okay. Yeah, I love this thing. That might have just earned itself a permanent spot on my hotbar. That's beautiful. I want that. Okay, so here's why we got that kinetic dynamo. We're making water wheels, baby. 1 steel ingot plus 4 water wheel segments. I don't have enough steel ingots, which is why I'm doing this. That'll get us started. But what we really need is treated wood. And let's go finish out that steel making. So, how far are we on time? Oh, we're so good. Water wheel segment is treated wood planks plus treated wood sticks. Let me get out my sticks. And let me get some planks. And this container. That container plus planks equals treated wood planks. That container is basically just a fancy, really big bucket. It's 1 to 1 and I need 12. So let's see, we have iron. 4 per. I can't make 1 water wheel yet. And I also don't remember, it's dynamo first, right? I think. There's some order of operations to getting this dynamo to operate correctly. If I remember correctly, it's you place the dynamo and then you place your water wheels off of it. In the past, I've placed my water wheels, set up that whole thing, and then placed my dynamo. The dynamo doesn't recognize the water wheels, so it's just an order of operations sort of thing. It's not really a big deal, you just gotta remember it. Alright, so this will let me make my first water wheel. With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, right. There we go. And now I've made all 3 water wheels. And the windmill quest will... I mean, I'll complete it, but... Consecrated soil hurts the undead. Turn graveyard... You smelt heals undead into consecrated soil. That's very interesting. I don't know if I really have a use for it, though. But it does rule. It is kind of epic. So let's... of course. It always faces the opposite of what I want it to. Oh, you know what? Let's put it on the hill. So let's eep, because it's about to be nighttime. Oh, how long does it take me to get to leadstone flux ducts? IC2, gold plates, redstone, IC2. I don't know if I can make a carbon brick real quick. Nah, it looks like I need the compressor from IC2. We're just gonna require that, which is that, which is this. Oh, that's actually not that bad. Okay. TLDR, I'm a long way away from leadstone flux ducts, which is just fine, honestly. So let's get this. If I ever remember, that'll be a good day. That should give plenty of space for routing of things. If I remember correctly, it's Not enough space on the down. Yes, there we go. Okay. So let me get out of this. Alright, there's our 3 water wheels. This is a block. This is a block, okay. The block goes like that, okay. And then on the upside, it goes like this. I need it to do this, and then come down, and then it should flow naturally. I hope. Dirt, and cobblestone, and seeds, and bucket. Is this empty yet? Is this like less than 3? Not yet. Okay. Very close. How did you think that was what I meant? Alright, I've got an infinite water source in my base. Well, whatevs. That does do what I want. So, my double right clicks are killing me. I don't even know what's causing it. I remember it happening the last time I played this pack, but I don't know what's doing it. So that's the second water wheel running. And this is, to be clear, not a huge amount of power being generated. This is like very basic stuff. Does it show? It doesn't. That's okay though. So, we might be far from leadstone flux duct, but we are not far. Okay, maybe we have to wait a little bit. Do we? I can just let that one finish, and then we'll complete the process in a reinforced blast furnace. That's pretty cool, I think. Improved, I mean. And this is really, I would say this is where the pack really starts to become technical. Up until this point, I mean, we've had multi-blocks, but we haven't really been doing anything very interesting, frankly. And that is our improved blast furnace quest complete. I did look up changing the difficulty. It seems this is a weird holdover of some other mod that isn't functioning properly. So truly I have no idea what is going on. But that's okay. I don't need to know what's going on. And this, I have to break this block. Is why I stuck the alloy kiln out. Because blocks go here and here. And that is the improved blast furnace. It's a super sick looking multi-block. And it does work without power. It's exactly the same as a regular blast furnace without power. There's no difference. But with power comes great responsibility. But with power attached to these things... Oh, and this automatically pulls from this chest, pushes steel to this chest, and pushes slag to this chest. So, you know, kinda interesting, I guess. Potentially interesting. Uh, but yeah, let's figure out how to get this thing power. So the answer is this, is LV energy. We've already made LV wire coils. We're gonna have to make more of those. We need LV connectors, LV relays, and an LV capacitor. Which should be very easy to make. Let me put this recipe up here. One of you... Where did I put my treated wood? There you go. Two of you. A single lead item casing. A single iron plate. And two single copper item platings. And it's all going to get turned into plates. Because that is the first step in item plating, is plates. Oh, and there you go. You see the steel pushed out to here, and the slag pushed out to there. And the single iron plate. There's our LV capacitor. We do need this, though, and this, which is just... You actually belong over here, but it is just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 terracotta, plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you. And then I do need that and that. Yeah, makes that and that, makes that. I'm remembering recipes in my head. I actually have to make the wires. Not just use them to make those coil thingies. There's an actual use for the wires. LV relays, which feel pretty obvious to me in what that means, but I'm sure you will all see eventually what that does mean. I had a feeling that that wouldn't do quite what I want, or that would be an expensive recipe. All right, so that is LV power done. I'm really kind of getting sick of this glass thing. Mom's spaghetti. I can eat that 100 times. That is crazy. Okay, so LV, or low voltage, is the lowest power transfer rate in immersive engineering. In this pack, it is 4096 RF per tick per connection. RF is just a unit of energy, and a tick is a discrete game step. It is equal to 1/20th of a second. There are 20 ticks in a second. Neither of those say how much they output. This, though, 16,384 RF a tick. And it does, like, you can upgrade these to those, and these to those, which is kind of fun. And you can upgrade, and the only way to get this is to upgrade this. The capacitors are just a battery. They hold energy while it's not being used. Can I make electrum at this point? I can. It's gold and silver. I might upgrade straight to gold, silver and gold, silver and gold. Something, something, something with silver and gold. Oh, and look at that wiring stuff. It all goes up into here. That's very cool. So, LV capacitor. I need the hammer for this. Connector to connector. And this thing is getting full of power. It holds 2 million IF, and IF is equal to an RF, and these wires hurt if you touch them, which is important to know. So we have to get LV connectors onto here, and technically we can just plop them down, but I need blocks for a second that feel more official than just dirt. So let's do bam, 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 and plop a relay down. Right. Output. I'm out of LV connectors. That was quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Nope. Whatever. Oops. Right? Yes. Of course I'm right. I'm always right. Except for in this instance where I have fucked up a teeny bit. In that case, I am not always right. I'm wasting a tiny coal. That's okay. Okay, so that is a huge benefit of tiny coal, is that you waste much less of a coal when you accidentally smelt something you didn't mean to smelt. Or you start smelting something you don't want to smelt. That is the real power. Now that's getting powered up. And that's getting powered up. So now, our blast furnace, let me, will this thing drag coke? No. Coke you have to insert manually, I think. But now, and look at that. If I grab, you know what? I'm just gonna smelt a stack of iron. I feel no shame in missing out on potential gains. Is this a thing I need to read? Environmental tech. I don't think that's the thing I need to read. I just kind of want to put books in here. These books are kind of useful to have around. Speaking of useful books. Oh wait, no, if I remember correctly. Oh, it doesn't give you the book. It doesn't give you the book? At all. Guess I need to make my own book. Astral Tome, there it is. 3 aquamarine, okay, 1 aquamarine, 3 leather, and a book. 1 leather, 3 aquamarine. Other way around. 3 leather, 1 aquamarine, and a book. Alright, we will put that away for a later date. It'll be useful, I promise. Alright, so now we've got a powered up blast furnace. And some iron to play with it with. Let's see what happens. So I'm gonna put the iron into here. Which does nothing. Maybe it doesn't automatically pull. Maybe I would need a hopper. Whatevs. This is speed for early game. steel. That is quite fast. So now the bottleneck on speed is this, which is just very slow. But we're making steel. And slag will just be output down here, and it won't be a problem, and everything will be cool. And of course, we are making way more power than we're using, because RF a tick, this thing almost uses nothing. So, I think next time, I think it's about end of episode point. I think next time we will figure out what else we can do with LV power, or with immersive engineering's power, and we will progress further into this section where the powered machines are. I'm especially excited for this metal press, and the arc furnace, and the crusher, and the projector, and kind of a lot of it. A lot of good stuff comes out of immersive engineering. And we will get to some, if not all, well, it's definitely not all, but we will get to some of it next time. Goodbye.